Recording. Correct.
Hello, everyone. I'm here today to talk to you about some social media platform updates. And I'm Vinny Martinelli. You guys probably knew that. Nice to see you today. You can scan this baby here with your cell phone and you could be on my mail list. So this is just some of the updates that various social media platforms have had recently. It's not comprehensive by any means. Let's start with Blue Sky. So Blue Sky added a dedicated video tab on users' profiles, and that's designed to help get you more traffic to your video content. Also, you can now see what topics are trending on the app, so they've added that feature. Recently, by the way, they've gotten to 25 million users. And on Blue Sky, you can now choose who can respond to your content. There's also new search posts feature for profiles. So that's all pretty cool. Moving on now to Threads. So there is a new way to reshare content that will credit the original creator of that content. That should be on all platforms. No, wouldn't it be, just makes it a lot easier for us to do that. And Threads has reached, by the way, 300 million active users recently. They've also added a new creator hub. So that could be pretty useful for you. And now you can tag your friends on an image on Threads. That was available in some other platforms, but now it's available on Threads as well. Threads also is allowing to have you include spoiler tags. They've also created some post templates that you can use. And we're all waiting for this, right? You can now expect to see some ads on your Threads feed, especially if you're in the United States or Japan. I know you've been looking for that, right? That's really making you happy today. Let's go on over to YouTube. So you can now dub your YouTube videos with another language. Pretty cool there. They've added multiplayer games to YouTube. YouTube also released their list of trending topics, creators, songs, and shorts. So for analytics purposes, that might be very interesting for you. They've also added a floating play something button. So if you don't know what you want to watch, you can just click on that button and they'll decide what you're going to watch. Also, you can repost now from TikTok and Instagram Reels to your YouTube Shorts, making life a lot easier if, in fact, you wanted to do that. YouTube is also adding some AI-generated clips into the Shorts. Everything's AI, right? YouTube is also testing the ability for you to leave voicemail replies to your comments, voice replies rather, not voicemail, to your comments. Oh, it'd be a pretty interesting feature once that gets going. Now on X, they have launched a video tab. So X wants to get into the video market a bit more. Also, they're moving the date and time from the posts to make it a little less cluttered on your feed. That's a good thing. TikTok now has a marketing calendar. Shouldn't all of these platforms? My humble opinion as a marketer. Also, you can schedule your content directly through TikTok. Again, I think that should be across all platforms. Now, I'm going to read this to you verbatim. So if your brand wants to expand on TikTok this year, check out this report. It highlights 3 key areas: brand fusion, identity osmosis, and creative catalysts. So that report is now ready for you. I have no intention of doing that, so that's a bit too technical for even for me. TikTok Shop will now be adding a most loved badge. So that's going to be for products that have the highest ratings, the lowest return rate, on-time shipping, and excellent customer service. That could be awesome for a lot of you guys, right? If you have all those things. Let's move on to, well, Facebook, Meta, we're not sure what we're calling this, but there's a new feature that will remember some of the details that you shared in your one-on-one chats with Meta AI. So that's going to be rolled out to Meta on Facebook Messenger, and WhatsApp. That's why I say I don't know what to call this, because it's all three of them. Facebook is going to end their third-party fact-checking program. Now, let me rephrase this. The perhaps forced left-wing platform is ending their third-party, extremely left-winged, forced fact-checking program, and they're going to move to a community notes model. So you and I will now review each other's posts, like in the olden days. Facebook live stream will be removed from the platform after 30 days. So when you post live stream after 30 days, it's going to be gone. So be aware of that fact. All right, let's go on over to Instagram. So the top 3 signals, according to Instagram, that matter most for their algorithm and therefore the ranking that you have are watch time, likes, and sends. So if you do that on Instagram now, be aware of those 3 metrics, and maybe you can boost your content exposure. Users in the United States, by the way, can now post reels that are up to 3 minutes long. So that's a big change. Recently, the platform went to 90-second reels, I presume across the world. But we're special in the United States. We get to have reels that are 3 minutes long. So I think most of us like that freedom. Instagram also updated the dimensions for the carousels, their reels, and their stories. So if you are creating any of those, then you want to look at the new latest dimensions before you go through the trouble of making carousels, reels, or stories. So that's a recent change. And when you read your DMs, you can now read them in your preferred language. So I guess if somebody sends you, I don't know, everything I get is in English, and if it's not in English, I just say I don't speak whatever language is, and that's the end of that. I don't think I would take the time to translate it. Nobody asked for my opinion, I know. Giving it to you anyway. So recommendations on the platform, on Instagram, are becoming more and more important. So if you want to show up there under recommendations, you want to make sure that your content has no watermarks. It must have audio, even if it's just a photo or an image. If it's a video, it needs to be 3 minutes or less, 3 minutes or fewer, depending on what you like. It has to be original content, and your account has to be in good status or you're out. All right. Instagram now is going to change your account status. They admitted that they're doing this. They are shadow banning some of us. And so funny, because by definition, shadow banning means that they're banning you without letting you know. You're sort of in the shadows. But they're saying that the platform will always tell you. Don't know how that works. Hopefully I will never be shadow banned. Hopefully it will never matter to any of us. So Instagram now has new metrics. They are view rate and views over time. So those 2 new metrics now will be visible to you, so you get to see that stuff. And that might help you to have more visibility or higher rankings. So with Instagram, users have been prompted to take a survey to determine whether or not you would like to have paid views, paid likes, or other paid engagement. So you can now, like some other platforms, pay people to be your friends. Doesn't sound organic to me. This must be useful for somebody. All right. Now, we have also Instagram has posted their list of what you should avoid to maximize your reach. So similar to before, you want to avoid having watermarks. You want to avoid engagement bait. You want to avoid reels that are over 90 seconds long. You want to avoid non-recommendable content, and you want your posting, and you don't want to post content that you did not yourself, in fact, create. So great that they're telling us these things. That's going to be helpful. I presume that most of us we'll have an easy time with that because most of us probably aren't doing those things. Just be aware of that, though. There's also going to be a new button where you can downrank comments. Very interesting. And if the comments get downranked enough, they will actually move down in the priority of how they are shared with others by the platform. All right, there are new features, including message translations, sharing your favorite songs with your friends right through direct messaging, scheduled messages we mentioned before, and now you can have pinned messages or pinned memes. So lots of new features there. Instagram now will also allow users to create tasks directly from their direct messages. I just so much love the automation of scheduling and so forth. Also, if you the algorithm is going to or has changed regarding how much weight it puts on the time that your video is watched. So if your video was watched 10 seconds, if it was a 1-minute video that you watched for 10 seconds, it's going to be ranked the same as if it was a 30-second video that was watched for 10 seconds. So they're going more on watch time versus percent of time on that video. So it was a little bit different before. If you had a longer video, people needed to watch it for longer in order to rank the same. And now they're saying 10 seconds is 10 seconds. There are AI tools, caption creators, enhanced video camera quality, and collaboration tools on the platform as well. You are now also able to reorder your entire grid to make it whatever you want. So that's pretty cool. Seems overdue to me. And Instagram has admitted conclusively that on their platform, at least, hashtags don't work. So don't worry about hashtags on Instagram. They're telling us point blank, they don't work. We don't use them. Doesn't affect your rank. Doesn't do anything for you. Let's move on over to LinkedIn, some of their updates. So there is going to be now a top voice badge. And if you get that, you'll keep it for 6 months. And if you continue to do all of the things that gave you that top voice badge, you will keep the top voice badge. There's also a feature now for video updates. And that's going to be, I guess, useful if you have some content that you want to update. It's just going to make it smoother and easier. I'm not real clear on that. You probably figured that out, right? Because I haven't used it. It's new. Also, you'll be able to have new tracking features, new metrics. So that would be on your email sends and your email open rate. And that's specifically for LinkedIn newsletters. So that's cool. I like all those analytics. You'll be able to view your impressions on comments that you leave on your posts. That started recently. I discovered it, thought that I just didn't notice it before. Turns out that it was a brand new feature when I first noticed it. So I was right on the money there. I didn't even know I was right on the money. Those are some of the updates that are out there across some of the platforms. Hopefully these things will be of benefit to you and you can maybe get better ranking on your content to all of your followers and friends. And I'd like to have you follow me. Please click that follow button. Please click that thumbs up button, not the other button. We don't want that one. Let's not do any down ranking. Up rank me. I appreciate it. Let me know what you have done. That's super beneficial to everybody else. Let me know what I have done that might have helped you. Let me know what maybe I didn't do that you'd like me to do. Scan that to be on that mailing list. That's all for today, folks. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. We'll see you soon.